Do you think that you have your real estate profit all locked up just because you found a great real estate deal and now it's under contract? Think again if you have not properly thought through which repairs you're going to make and how much they're going to cost. Stay tuned for 5 mistakes that can wreck your rehab budget. Hi, I'm Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company, where we like to say we help our clients avoid making 5- and 6-figure mistakes when it comes to buying and selling real estate in the Philadelphia area. If you're new to watching my videos, I publish this real estate wisdom blog every week, and it's always with a topic related to investing or general home ownership. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you already haven't done so, and you will be first to know when the next video is published. Also, in the description area, I have various ways for you to connect with me online, including my email list. In this video, I will cover the 5 mistakes that can wreck your rehab budget. And the reason why this is so important is because when you don't manage your rehab budget properly, it's hard to get it back after the sale. It's gone. It's practically it is a sunk cost. So what I like to do with some clients that I know that want to get into major rehab projects is I like to talk to them up front and help guide them about prioritizing which repairs will kind of keep them on the straight and narrow in terms of getting that after repair value that they hoped for or the increase in equity in the property. So let's jump into the 5 mistakes that can wreck your rehab budget. Mistake number 1 is selecting the wrong contractor. Now this is a very common mistake that I see, especially among newer investors who haven't had the time to really kind of vet out who is going to be their core team. So they may come into a situation where you have a contractor that doesn't really want to put the full scope of work in writing, or they're fighting you tooth and nail about getting paid along key milestones. These are all kind of warning signs that if you're in conversation with someone and you've noticed this, your spidey sense should go off and you should know that you're in danger of making a 5-figure mistake. But, really, as someone who works with a lot of contractors, not just for rehab projects, but also since we do property management, ongoing repairs, it's really important to evaluate your contractors, not just on price, because everybody wants to get the best value for their dollar, but there's some other things that are also just as important as cost. One, ask questions about what kind of work do you do and what don't you do? How many people can you bring in the crew? Is it just you or can you scale up? What kind of experience have you done with my particular project? What size of projects do you have experience with? Again, all these questions up front could really help you know that you're matching the right contractor with the right project. The second mistake is managing the project on your own and from too far away. And by too far away, I mean physically, more than an hour away, or it even could be mentally checked out because you have too many other priorities on your plate. If you wait until the contractor says he's done and he spent $20,000 of your money, it's too late to course correct. You really need to have someone on the ground that can check in with the contractor on a daily basis and be able to pop up periodically to kind of monitor the work at hand. If you can't do that because, like I said, you're either physically or mentally too far away from the project, you have to hire somebody that can do that for you. Now, you may be spending more money up front, but in the long run, if you look at the overall cost of the project, you will definitely be saving money. Mistake number 3 is deciding on your scope of work by your own personal taste. It's the market that should be deciding what you repair and what kind of level of features that you put in the property. So if your own personal taste is luxury high-end, but that is not going to translate into luxury valuation at the end of the day of their project, you should really think again. I like to help my clients when we're kind of doing that prioritization process, really examine the features that are prevalent on homes currently on the market and recently sold. So for example, if the homes that sold for the price that you want don't have marble countertops, you don't need to put marble countertops in a property. And there's better alternatives. And so I'll help them kind of zero in on what specific level of features got that past seller the price that they wanted. Mistake number 4 is missing key safety repairs. If you know that the person who's likely to buy your house after you're finished rehabbing it will need a traditional mortgage, you're going to have to leave room in the budget to address any concerns that the bank or the local municipality may have. The bank is not going to release funds if they see that the heater is not working or there's mold in the basement, even if there's great recessed lighting throughout the house. Now with older distressed homes, a lot of times you don't have a chance to do the full due diligence before buying the property. Maybe the utilities aren't even on. So that's why it's really important that you leave enough cushion room in the budget to account for those things, especially before you go ahead and take care of different cosmetic upgrades. And it's important to note that the required repairs or code issues may vary from town to town. So it's really important to get ahead of what those items are up front before you go through your rehab budget, because you never know what you may need to circle back and kind of reprioritize to make sure you address, like I said, so that the traditional mortgage buyer can proceed and get to settlement. Mistake number 5, and the last one I'll include in this video, is not including enough contingency in your budget. Even if you have a great contractor that gives you a very detailed scope of work, things can still go wrong. As I mentioned in the previous mistake, there could be a lot of unknowns when you're dealing with an older distressed property. Furthermore, you could have your budget go left if what you knew that you had to repair turned out worse than you actually expected. Or you could have various reasons for other time delays in your projects that cost you money. I recommend that you take another 10 to 15% and add it to your personal budget or the numbers that you run against the project, so that you can have your own peace of mind for the unexpected. So that way, when you get that call from your contractor and they tell you, oh, we just ran into a problem, you can stay calm knowing that you have that extra cushion. In summary, you can see there are a number of ways that your rehab budget can go awry. You can be an experienced investor, you can be a newbie investor, and we all face the same surprises and unknowns in this rehab process. The best advice I can give you is listen to the market, be clear about who's going to buy your house, and plan. Thanks again for watching this video. I'm Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company. If you enjoyed watching this video, please don't keep me a secret. Share this video for a friend or a colleague that's interested in real estate investing or property ownership. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button will allow you to know when my next video is published. Let's stay connected across social media. I'm always posting additional tips about home ownership and how to keep more money in your pocket when you're buying and selling real estate. Happy investing!